Emotionally strong women are often misunderstood long before they ever leave. From the outside, they appear calm, composed, and emotionally stable. They don't raise their voice easily. They don't dramatize their feelings. They don't demand constant reassurance. And because of that, many people assume they are unaffected. But emotional strength is not emotional absence. It is emotional depth paired with self-control. Long before an emotionally strong woman walks away, she begins observing quietly. She notices patterns others ignore. She feels shifts in tone, effort, and presence long before they become obvious. She senses when affection becomes conditional. When communication turns selective. When emotional safety slowly erodes. She doesn't react immediately because she understands something most people don't. Emotions reveal themselves over time, not in isolated moments. This is why emotionally strong women often stay longer than expected. They don't leave at the first sign of discomfort. They don't run from difficulty. They believe in growth, dialogue, and emotional responsibility. They know that everyone has flaws and wounds. So they try to understand before judging. They give space. They give patience. They give grace. But every time they give without receiving, something inside them shifts. What many people never realize is that emotionally strong women begin detaching internally long before they detach externally. While the relationship still looks normal on the surface, an internal process is already unfolding. She starts asking herself quiet questions. Not dramatic ones. Honest ones. Questions like, why do I feel tired after every conversation? Why am I always the one adjusting? Why do I explain my needs but feel unheard? These questions don't come from insecurity. They come from awareness. Emotionally strong women don't announce this process. They don't threaten to leave. They don't test for reactions. They simply observe how their feelings are handled when they are expressed calmly and clearly. And when those feelings are minimized, dismissed, or repeatedly misunderstood, something fundamental changes. Trust begins to weaken. Not because of one mistake, but because of a consistent lack of emotional reciprocity. One of the most painful truths in female psychology is that emotionally strong women often doubt themselves before doubting others. Instead of assuming neglect, they ask if they are asking too much. Instead of assuming indifference, they ask if they are overthinking. This self-questioning keeps them in situations longer than they should stay. Not because they lack self-respect, but because they take emotional responsibility seriously. But emotional responsibility has limits. Over time, emotionally strong women begin to feel the weight of emotional imbalance. They notice that they are the ones maintaining connection. The ones initiating difficult conversations. The ones holding space for emotions that are not theirs to carry. This imbalance doesn't create anger at first. It creates quiet exhaustion. And exhaustion changes behavior in subtle ways. She stops explaining as much. She stops repeating herself. She stops trying to be understood by someone who has shown they don't want to listen deeply. From the outside, this can look like withdrawal. From the inside, it feels like self-preservation. Emotionally strong women don't walk away because they stopped caring. They walk away because caring without mutual effort becomes self-abandonment. And self-abandonment is something emotionally strong women eventually recognize, even if it takes time. When they do, the shift is silent but irreversible. This is the moment many people misinterpret. They think she changed suddenly. They think she became cold. Detached. Distant. But what actually happened is that she reached clarity. Emotional clarity is not loud. It doesn't argue. It doesn't beg. It simply decides. Another important aspect of female psychology is that emotionally strong women grieve relationships internally before leaving them physically. By the time they walk away, they have already processed disappointment, sadness, and acceptance. This is why their departure feels calm. They are not numb. They are resolved. They understand something crucial. Explaining one more time will not create understanding if emotional readiness is absent. And emotionally strong women don't waste energy forcing awareness where there is resistance. They know that being understood by the wrong person is more exhausting than being alone. This is also why emotionally strong women often leave quietly. They don't need dramatic closure. They don't seek validation for their decision. They trust their internal process. Silence, for them, is not avoidance. It is respect for themselves. When emotionally strong women walk away, they are not closing their hearts. They are protecting them. They are choosing environments where their emotional depth is valued, not tolerated. Where their calm is appreciated, not taken for granted. Where their presence is met with presence. For women watching this, understand this, walking away quietly does not mean you failed. It means you listened. It means you honored the moment when love started requiring you to become smaller. Emotional strength is not staying at all costs. Emotional strength is knowing when staying costs too much. For those trying to understand women better, know this: when an emotionally strong woman goes silent, she has usually already spoken, through consistency, patience, effort, and care. Silence does not mean nothing happened. It means everything already did. Emotionally strong women don't leave in anger. They leave in clarity. And clarity rarely makes noise.